Hey everybody, you saw the title. Today I'm doing Birdkeepertoby's 2022 Wants to Battle Challenge. For those of you who may not be in the know, this is a tag Birdkeepertoby does every year to help promote Pokemon channels across YouTube, in order for him and the community to get to know the creators better, and vice versa. His channel is one I've talked about here before, but likely doesn't need an introduction. Toby's got an amazing channel, so please check it out if you somehow haven't yet. While I don't believe I was tagged by anybody, Toby does extend the opportunity to any Poketubers who want to jump in. And even though it's a little late, I figured, why not? This year he presented a new list of questions for us to answer, and we're going to go through them all here. So grab your razor fangs and let's jump into the sandstorm. What's your favorite Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet? Now, when I first saw this Pokemon, I was immediately ready to send it straight to the Shadow Realm, but I've actually come around to them being my favorite, that being Toedscruel. Their in-game walk cycle just kills me, and the design and inspiration are super interesting. Tentacruel's jellyfish design actually makes the transition to mushroom very naturally, and it felt even more fitting when looking at its classification, the woodier Pokemon. Woodier is, of course, a type of mushroom, and can commonly be found in Asian markets. These mushrooms can also be referred to as the tree jellyfish, so the design choice actually works a lot more than most people realize, which is why I like it so much. Also, I just really like the area where I first found one in-game, the Sokorit Trail, one of the most beautiful areas of the game, and a place where I'll probably start my shiny hunting. I haven't used one in my playthrough yet, but I think I definitely will in my next one for sure. The next question is, why is your YouTube name your YouTube name? So I actually like my YouTube name quite a lot at the moment. I've had channels in the past where I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it, and I could never come up with a name that I actually liked, or that even made sense. However, for this channel, before I began its creation, I had actually asked one of my longtime friends to help me brainstorm an idea for the name. And looking back, I think landing with DSNess is actually pretty perfect. To start with, the name itself is actually a double entendre. Yeah, it's supposed to be DSNess, like the console and the name, but it can also be read as DSNess, as in a channel all about the DS. Additionally, my first real video game console as a kid was in fact the DS Lite, so one could say my entire gaming career is just a bunch of DSness. Next question is, what is your best video this year? My best video by numbers is the My Hopes video for Generation 9, where I talked about a bunch of improvements I was hoping to see going into next gen. I think a lot of people really empathized with that video and what I talked about, which is why it became a standout video. But also I think trainers were really excited to speculate about the past and future forms that were being talked about so heavily at the time. While I wasn't the only one to predict past and future forms, of course, I still think it's pretty cool to be able to look back and see just how early on we could see it coming. And I'm glad that it was a video that could bring some needed hype to the community. However, my personal favorite video was the missed potential of BDSP. While the video didn't do as well numbers-wise, it's still my favorite video because of how much effort and passion I put into it. I really like to make videos like these, where I throw a bunch of my ideas out there, and it really warms my heart to see the video get slow yet consistent numbers throughout the year. I hope to continue to put out creative, idea-filled videos like this one in the future. Which brings me to my next question. What can your viewers expect from you in 2023? Well, more Pokemon, of course. As I talked about before, I want to do more content where I discuss new ideas or possibilities for the games. For example, the potential for DLC in Scarlet and Violet, or discuss the new possibilities for Paradox Pokemon. Even do discussion videos like graphics in Pokemon games, or what it really means to not have every Pokemon available in every game. And taking those discussions even further when considering the future of Pokemon. But truly, I'm a humanitarian at heart. I want to discuss things like the origin and inspirations of Pokemon, as well as how they fit within the Pokemon world. I want to talk about that Pokemon world, and explore and discuss the cultural atmosphere of each region and how it came to be. You can take a look at the real-world inspirations of these regions and their people and culture. Also help better understand how those influences came to shape our Pokemon world that we know and love today. It's an ongoing project that I've already started with things like Pokeology and my What's Up With series, but I want to do even more of it and more in depth in 2023. The next question, what are my milestones for 2023? While I don't have any one milestone that I want to hit, there is one particular goal that I'd like to reach, and that's being able to commit to the channel full time. There are certain thresholds that a channel has to hit in order to start making anything from ad revenue, but even then, getting to that threshold won't guarantee that I can make the switch full time, so I'm not exactly sure what even this milestone will look like, but I think I'll know it when I see it. Other than that, I just want to be more consistent and be consistently making better content. Because I'm still doing a normal job outside of this, sometimes it's hard to find time for the channel. But I'm beyond dedicated to making 2023 much better than 2022, and I hope to see you all there. And lastly, recommend and tag channels with less subs than you. This one was kinda hard for me, as I'm a bit of a small channel myself, so I want to shout out two guys that have actually already done the Birdkeepertoby Wants to Battle Challenge. Especially because I'm late. I really like both Ellis and Leaf Green Gaming. They're both awesome and super underrated, so check them out for sure. At least for me, Let's Plays have kind of fallen off my YouTube radar, except for the Game Grumps. But these two have put Let's Plays back on the map for me. They remind me a lot of Munching Orange when I would watch his Let's Plays of Black and White back in the day. So if you like Let's Plays or gameplay videos at all, please go ahead and check them out. They're super awesome. Ellis does mostly challenge runs, while Leap Green Gaming does mostly ROM hacks. And that's all for my Birdkeepertoby Wants to Battle video. I hope you all enjoyed and learned a lot about me. If you did, then go ahead and drop a sub and become part of Team Razorfang. Thank you all again for watching, and I'll see you all in 2023.